What's up everyone? My name's Jason and this is just Jason Keto and More. In this week's video, we're going to make a sweet summer treat using chaffles and some of this enlightened ice cream. This is a brownies and cookie dough ice cream. So what we're actually going to do is we're going to try and make a ice cream sandwich using chaffles and this low carb enlightened ice cream. We're also going to add some of this Lily's chocolate into the chaffles just to give them a bit of a sweet taste. We're just making a basic recipe with the chaffles with mozzarella cheese, so there won't be a lot of flavor in there, but we want to add some sweetness to the chaffles as well. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so we've got our one egg in the bowl here, and then I've got 2/3 cup of shredded mozzarella cheese, and then for the Lily's chocolate, I've taken about 10 squares of the chocolate and I've roughly chopped it. Now I would usually, for the Lily's chocolate, in the past I've used the chips that you used to be able to buy, but I don't know if it's just a Canadian thing. But we can't seem to get them here anymore, so it's kind of weird in a way. But the Lily's chocolate bar should do just fine to add a bit of sweetness to the chaffles. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add our egg to our bowl here. Okay, so we've got our egg in there now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add in the cheese. Now again, this is 2/3 cup of mozzarella cheese. And we're gonna just add that to the bowl, and then we'll give that a mix up with our spatula here. All you're really trying to do with this is mix the egg and the cheese together properly. Now this one egg and 2/3 cup of mozzarella cheese is what's going to give you the 2 chaffles that we're going to need to build this ice cream sandwich. We're going to be using the Dash Minis to cook the chaffles today, as usual. So that's all well mixed in there now. So what we're going to do is we're going to add in the chocolate chunks here. Now again, I just roughly chop them just to keep them fairly, try to keep them somewhat consistent anyways. So we'll get that all mixed in there. Now again, you don't have to put the chocolate in the chaffles. You could actually just add some low carb sweetener if you want, just to give them a bit of a sweeter taste. Or you can just let the ice cream do the job of sweetening these ice cream sandwiches. And again, also with the ice cream, this enlightened ice cream here is a fairly common brand here in Canada. So that's why I'm going with this one. It's easy to get. It's looking at 160 calories for one serving in this. So again, it's lower carb. It's not something that I have a lot, but it's a nice treat once in a while. And it is summertime, so I figured might as well try and come up with something here that can satisfy that sweet tooth. So we've got our chaffle mixture ready here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Dash Minis warmed up and we'll cook these chaffles. Okay, so the Dash Minis are warmed up here and preheated. So we're going to add our mixture in here. Again, just do your best to try and distribute the mixture evenly in the chocolate pieces so that you're not winding up with too much chocolate in either one of them. So we'll get those loaded in there. Now the one thing I wanted to say too is you could probably If you wanted to, you could add some cocoa powder to these chaffles as well. Cocoa powder is, you know, it's somewhat low carb, but what it'll do is it'll turn the chaffles into more of a chocolate color, is what I'm trying to say, kind of thing. So I've done that in the past, but that would definitely be an option if you wanted to try that. So we'll close these up and we'll come back in 3 or 4 minutes and we'll see how they turned out. Okay, so the steam has stopped coming out of the Dash Minis here, 3 to 4 minutes later, kind of thing. So open these up, and the chaffles are nice and golden brown. You can see all that chocolate melted in there for sure. You can see there's lots of chocolate in there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put these on a wire rack for now. Now you're gonna wanna let these, unfortunately we're gonna have to sort of take our time here and let these cool so that they don't completely melt the ice cream when we add it to it. This one is sticking a little bit, but that's from the chocolate that's in there. So we'll get that out of there. Yeah, it's really hot. So what we'll do is we'll unplug the Dash Minis, and we're gonna let everything cool down, and we'll come back and put this ice cream sandwich together once the chaffles have cooled completely. While we're letting those chaffles cool down before we make our ice cream sandwich, I just wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone that tunes in for these videos each week. I really enjoy trying to come up with new things to make this keto lifestyle a little bit more fun for everybody. So if you're enjoying the content, go ahead and like the video and consider subscribing. Be greatly appreciated. So let's get back to assembling this ice cream sandwich. And we're back. Okay, so our chaffles, as you can see here, they're not completely cooled, but they're cooled enough. We'll chance it. It may melt the ice cream quicker than I want it to, but you know, that's the way it goes. So what I've done is I've taken some of the enlightened ice cream here, and what I did is I scooped it out into a glass dish that was at a bottom roughly the same size as the Dash Minis. So and then I let it freeze in that shape. So now what we have is we have a disc of the ice cream here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try and get that off the bottom of this plate here without making too much of a mess. And we're just gonna put it right down on the one chaffle here. Move the plate out of the way. And then we're just gonna make a sandwich. There, that's the 2 chocolate chaffles with a, what do we got here? The brownie and cookie dough ice cream in the middle. Now, if you ask me, that looks like a pretty good ice cream sandwich for this time of year. You know, it is summertime and it's nice and hot outside, so what better thing to have than a nice sweet chaffle with some ice cream in the middle. So we'll give this a try here, see how it turned out. So yeah, that's really good. The chaffles with the chocolate in it, when you let them cool down a little bit, what happens is the chaffles sort of get a little bit chewy, which to me sort of imitates the whole cookie part of an ice cream sandwich. So yeah, that's really good. Turned out really, really tasty. So hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, if you did, hit that like button, consider subscribing, and turn on the notifications so you won't miss next week's video. We're here every week on Saturdays with a new recipe video. And that's about it. Till next time, keep on thriving, my friends.